building actually dates back to around 1840, so obviously it's a very historic building with a lot of history that's important to the local area, reinstating a historic landmark.
We want to make sure we're delivering a product that's to a high standard, that's desirable, and that people want to continue to invest in, continue to buy. And I think it's important we try and get that across to our customers and to our customer base.
The scheme's really complex. There's a lot of external factors to consider, such as the ecology, the listing of the building, the specific details of all the facade. Every little thing's taken time and effort to get to where we are now, and really pleased with what it's looking like.
One of the most important aspects about this development is that we're completing the first phase, phase 1A as we're calling it, this side of Christmas, so around December 2020. What our clients want is security in a development. It's an off-plan development, but something that's completing very soon. It's really important for our clients. It's really important to get that message across.
McCrory Holdings it's a long story. It starts 25, 30 years ago. Our current MD and founder, Paul McCrory, started it as basically a small brickwork masonry contractor. Small projects in the Manchester and Stockport area, involved in some of the biggest projects in the past 10-15 years. Examples being the Hacienda, Manchester City Training Academy, a lot to do with the university. We worked for people, we made good relationships, we delivered a good product, and as a result of that, we just continue to get the repeat custom. There's guys who worked with Paul on his first brickwork gang, still working for us as project managers now 27 years later. We kind of organically transitioned into becoming a multidisciplinary construction company where we can act either as a trade subcontractor or as the main contractor delivering the full package, if you like. Started out with a couple of smaller developments, and then that kind of led us on to the Copper Beeches being an opportunity for us. To have a development of that scale and that prestige on our books was something that we all as a team agreed that it was an opportunity we wouldn't pass up.
The development naturally lends itself to be handed over in phases. So at the moment we're focusing on what we call Block A, which is the chapel, 6 apartments, really nice units. And then there's a further 13 in Block C, all 2-bed apartments. Phase 2 will have a further 20 or so to be handed over around Easter next year. It's been a lot of effort put in by the team throughout 2019, predominantly with the building being listed, a lot of interface with the council and the conservation officer. We've obviously had some ecology issues to overcome. Andy, the site manager's created really good relationships with the council.
The site as a whole has had a few challenges. For example, it was a potential bat roost, so we've had to do quite a lot of close work with a team of ecologists to ensure, rather than being a negative impact on potential bats, it was actually a positive impact. So we've put up a range of nesting boxes. We've also built an entire building for bats, and we will be installing an ecology zone to help support the bats and ensure that they have a long-term roosting site. With the building being a stone building, it's a bit out of the norm in terms of construction. That in itself is quite a large challenge. We've fully repointed the building in like an historic lime mortar that has all been done in conjunction with the local heritage authority. And that has been quite an extensive amount of work, but equally is what is making the building look as well as it does now. Structurally, the building needed quite a lot of rebuilding internally to make the structure kind of work for a modern day apartment. So we've put a lot of emphasis on making it perform as well as any high-end modern apartment while still having the original character of a traditional building. I saw the long-term benefit this development was going to give, and that was something that attracted me for my own career. I'm thinking that would be something that I can drive past in 5 years' time and think, we've done that, we've worked on it, it's something we can be proud of. And that was a kind of attraction in terms of taking a challenge like this on.
The location for us is the main talking point at the Copper Beeches. We're right next to the town centre, so you've got access to all the local eateries, gastropubs, restaurants, but also major supermarkets like Tesco's, Lidl, all within a short walking distance from the development. This great location also offers access to the North Wales Expressway, which gives you access to major cities such as Chester, Liverpool, but also to the beautiful coastal towns of Wales and Snowdonia. Also, let's not forget we're also within an hour's drive of two major airports, being Manchester and Liverpool. Over the past 20 years, Flintshire has become a major driving force in the UK and the Welsh economy. Close by to the Copper Beeches, you have employers such as Airbus, for example, who currently employs roughly over 7,000 staff. The effect of such is that essentially it makes the Copper Beeches a desirable place to live. Local people wanting to live there, but also for overseas investors as well. With major employers in the area, that ensures a positive effect on property growth and capital growth. So whether you're an investor or you're an end user, essentially, you can benefit from that later down the line.